All right, y'all. So let's discuss an aspect of the birth chart, all right, known as Chiron. Okay, so Chiron in the birth chart represents the wounded warrior or the wounded healer energy. Okay, it's usually an aspect of the birth chart that's overlooked, but I always recommend people do not overlook your Chiron energy, because that is where your deepest wound is going to be. Okay, but we're going to get into a backstory of what Chiron is, guys. Keep in mind, we do not learn astrology for it to take control of us. We learn it so that we understand ourselves better. Okay, so a little bit of backstory on Chiron and how Chiron came about. So Chiron was the son of Kronos. Okay, so Kronos in Greek mythology was known as the guy who devoured his children at birth. All right, and the reason why he devoured or killed his children at birth, because he knew that one day they would overthrow him. All right, so his goal was to kill them at birth because he didn't want to be overthrown. All right, keep in mind that Kronos is an immortal. All right, so because his wife knew that he would kill and he sought to kill all of the children at birth, she hid one of the children. Okay, and she sent them away and she hid them from Kronos. All right, and that child we're talking about Zeus. Okay, so Kronos knew that she had hit one of the children, so Kronos went out on a journey to find Zeus, and I'm assuming kill him, because he knows that at some point his children will overthrow him. All right, and that's not what he wanted. So on his journey to find Zeus, he runs into a nymph. Okay, very beautiful nymph to him. He finds her very attractive. He lusted behind her. All right, so he raped the nymph. Okay, and as a result of the rape of the nymph, she became pregnant, and eventually gave birth to Chiron. Okay, now because of what she saw when Chiron was born, she basically saw him like a monster, because he was a centaur, meaning that he was half human and half horse. So the sight of him disgusted her. She did not want to have nothing to do with Chiron, so she left Chiron and abandoned him where he was. Okay, so he was left at birth abandoned, no parents, no nothing. All right, so Apollo comes across Chiron. He takes Chiron under his wing as basically like an adopted child. He teaches Chiron everything, mathematics, arts, hunting. He gave Chiron a wide spectrum of knowledge as he raised him up. So as a result of that, Chiron became an expert in many different areas of study. Okay, so basically he was like a jack of all trades. Okay, so under the direction of Apollo, you know, he became very smart and prominent in his community. Okay, so all right, y'all, so this is going to be part 2 of just giving a little bit of the backstory on Chiron, which is an aspect of the birth chart, okay, that represents the wounded healer or the wounded warrior energy. Okay, so like I said, Apollo taught Chiron many things, gave him a wide spectrum of knowledge, okay, having to do with arts, medicine, mathematics. You know, he was a prominent hunter. He was taught all of these things under the direction of Apollo. Okay, so as a result of being taught that, Chiron was really intelligent, really smart. So basically you could call him like a jack of all trades in all areas. So because of that, many people sought after Chiron for tutoring, to be his students, to learn different things, also for healing. Okay, he was known for healing people in this village. All right, if you want to see. Now keep in mind, Chiron was a centaur. Okay, so he was half man, half horse. Okay, now Chiron was not like the rest of the centaurs. Centaurs were known as being lustful, violent, okay, aggressive, warlike creatures. Okay, but because Chiron was raised by Apollo, which was basically like his foster parent who found him and reared him, he was different than all of the other centaurs. Okay, so he was very prominent in his community of teaching and healing people. Okay, so some of his students included Perseus, Jason, Achilles. Okay, so prominent figures in Greek mythology who you can read about. All right, so make sure y'all go back and check the backstory and read the story for yourself. All right, so moving ahead. Okay, Hercules. All right, after winning, I want to say winning, but after capturing, so it would be like a victory for him after capturing and winning a victory of another creature. All right, so we're gonna call them creatures because that's what they really are, because they're like half man, half horse, and all of this other kind of stuff. All right, so as a result of Hercules capturing what he needed to capture, okay, he visited another centaur in a cave, okay, where they were going to celebrate. All right, so as the centaur popped a bottle of wine open because they were getting ready to celebrate, okay, so because of the aroma of that, the centaurs, the aggressive centaurs, okay, were able to smell that, okay, so they automatically put them in a warlike mentality, so they attacked the cave. Okay, so Hercules, being who Hercules is, he began to shoot arrows to kill the evil centaurs. Okay, keep in mind Chiron was there. Okay, so as a result of that, Chiron kind of got caught in a crossfire and he was hit by an arrow. Okay,